it and a chance at three. Well, now they're going to wave off the bucket.
Well, that's what they were talking about. And here, just as you mentioned, a pick and a pop. And Franklin, he misses the three, tracks down his own rebound, and the foul occurred as he was coming to the floor. He didn't start his shooting motion until after his feet were on the floor, and the foul occurred before that, and so that's a very good call. Non-shooting foul takes away the basket from the Cavaliers.
Boy, they have been so good on their baseline out of bounds, right, to get it right back. They have made a living doing that this season.
That is the second time in this game that Franklin has scored on that exact inbounds play. Somebody's at Pitt is going to catch it when they have their watch the tape of the game at their meeting.
Pouring over the game film like you do. Oh, good hands, Cafaro.
And not only good hands, but good use of his feet to get around Hughley. Lots of times when you come over the back like that, you get a foul, but he did it without making any contact.
Franklin, no. Cafaro's battling, and it belongs to Pitt. So we will step aside. 4 minutes into the second half, Virginia by 1 at home against the Panthers.
The Solo Stove Bonfire is the hottest new reason to get outside. With its signature 360 airflow design, firewood gets just the right amount of oxygen. And since it's easy to light, it gets going fast. It's America's favorite smokeless fire pit for a reason. Bonfire is made for when those good moments become lasting memories. Save $10 using promo code TV10 at solostove.com.
At touchofmodern.com, our expertly curated products are never ordinary, never mundane, and never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagined you'd ever have. Check it all out at touchofmodern.com.
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I can't tell you the last time I looked at my credit card statement. Hi, I'm Yaya, founder of Truebill, a simple app to help you stay on top of your spending, save money, and make sense of your finances. It's an automated accountant for busy people. Download Truebill today.
With Bonfire, you can easily fundraise by selling custom shirts online, upload your artwork, or create a design right on our website. In these unique times, you can still make a difference. Fundraise with custom shirts today on bonfire.com.
Show the world what it means to be an ACC fan at Fanatics.com. The largest assortment of officially licensed ACC fan gear anywhere. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
So, Frank, you're the big hurt. Why do you need Nugenics?
After 40, a guy loses free testosterone. Even me. I couldn't stay in shape like I used to.
Frank. So does Nugenics really work?
Oh, yeah. My workouts are incredible now. I'm feeling stronger, more energetic, with a lot more drive.
Great.
So, say I knew someone who should try Nugenics. How does he do that?
It's easy. Just send a text to get a complimentary bottle.
Frank's right. Now you can claim a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenics by texting SHELL to 321321. Its unique formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help a man feel stronger, leaner, more energetic, and more passionate. Text SHELL to 321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenics Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenics Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. That's SHELF to 321321.
Olukai slippers are so comfortable, you won't want to take them off. And with that outdoor worthy sole, you don't have to. The all-around best slippers by Olukai.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Every minute that I have left, I will thank God for the day and the moment I have.
Hey, it's V Week at ESPN, and our partnership with the V Foundation, it highlights the urgent need for cancer research and the elimination also of racial disparities in cancer outcomes. You can learn more and you can help support by going to v.org/donate. And remember, even if you've heard this before, 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research, to cancer programs. It's the 15th annual V Week. And Dan, I've said it before, there is no bigger or better week that ESPN does than this.
No, and it's a great cause.
So v.org/donate once again. We got a 1-point game, early second half in Charlottesville. Pitt trying to grab the lead, and they do on a hook from Dan Oladapo.
Now, I'm telling you, Oladapo came in the game right at the end of the first half. He played a grand total of 7 minutes in that first half. And he scored a couple of baskets inside, and here he comes again and scores inside.
He thought he took it away from Jaden Gardner. Instead, he gets tagged with his first foul. Oladapo, a guy who has started 4 games for Pitt this year, the Oakland transfer. But in the last 2 games coming into this one, 7 total minutes, 5 total points for a guy who was all conference in the Horizon League last year, getting 13 and 9 a night.
Again, all these guys coming in, they're experienced guys, but they've got to adjust to the new system. Got to figure out how your new coach wants you to play.
Ezzy Akuda drills a 3.
Now the Cavaliers really back on their heels now. Pitt has made 5 of their 8 field goal attempts in this half, and 2 of those have been from beyond the arc. Virginia really struggling to put the ball in the basket.
So they go to Gardner, back out for Clark. He had 7 early and hasn't scored since.
Well, you got to shoot to score.
Murray does just that.
And the reason I say that is Clark only has 2 field goal attempts, and that's one of the reasons Murray's in the game, is to knock down that 3.
Mid-range shot not there for Burton. So Murray's got 5 made threes now in these last 2 games, and they have all been corner threes, and 4 of them have been from that left corner in front of his own bench. Gardner bodying with Oladapo. That is smooth.
Now Gardner, that's his game. And Oladapo at 220 pounds is outweighed by almost 30 pounds by Gardner. He just used his strength to overpower him.
Now they lock horns at the other end. Ugley's calling for it. Shot clock below 10. Santos still with it. Nearly turned it over. And now foul is called on Armand Franklin on the perimeter against Burton.
Armand Franklin is second. He's first in the second half. Cody Staten.
Now Murray with that deep 3. Good job moving the ball, and that's Gardner inside. And even though he fell back a little bit, that was a good balanced play.
Cody Statman is into the game for Virginia as Murray gets a piece on the Santos drive.
You know, Murray is making an application for a little bit more time here. Not only if he's going to make threes, but he's going to block shots. And besides, doesn't Virginia have to have a guy from New Zealand? They feel lost without one, don't they?
We got in some New Zealand, some Jack Salt talk earlier today with Tony Bennett.
Foul on Francisco Cafaro. His third.
Cafaro picks up that foul. Collier really operating effectively inside. He's a different kind of guy inside than Hughley. He only weighs 200 pounds, so a little bit more quickness, and that seemed to bother Cafaro, who now has to go out.
Hey, it's a men's basketball triple header for you tomorrow on ACCN and the app. Clemson and Miami at noon, Wake and Virginia Tech at 2, and then a big one to close it out. Florida State and Syracuse, who is fresh off a double overtime win in the Big Ten ACC Challenge against Indiana. Florida State knows a little something about overtime games through the years.
Well, they've won 11 in a row.
Good pass underneath to Shedrick.
That whole thing started when they threw the ball into Gardner. 4 Pitt players collapsed, and when that ball squirted out, that wasn't the intent of the play. Wide open layup. That's the kind of attention Gardner draws. Virginia needs to get him the ball.
Burton off the bounce, couldn't finish at the rim, and then Statman was on the baseline.
You know, the Pitt defense, they want to make sure that Gardner can't operate on the inside, but everybody came to Gardner. Nobody was left after the ball went outside. All 5 guys reacted outside, and nobody saw Shedrick down along the baseline.
Burton is trying to take charge here. He scores from the block.
He is just a little bit too quick for Statman. And here Pitt drops back into the zone. Was very effective for them at the end of the first half. I think they're worried that they can't guard Gardner on the inside.
Statman catch and shoot for 3.
Give Statman that much time. He's a very good three-point shooter.
With Clark and Franklin on the bench. Shedrick went straight up against Santos.
What a great play by Shedrick.
Now they do get it to Gardner. Passing out of the post. On a long skip, Gardner trying to stay in bounds, gave it away. Pitt's got numbers and running. Goaltending, count it. And it cuts it to 2 and sends us to a break in Charlottesville on V Week.
Those old shirts smelled as funky as they looked. At Cricket, we re-engineered vintage style. Softer fabrics. Modern fits. Old school done better.
Stay tuned to get this free 5-piece Ultra Nonstick Bakeware set from Gotham Steel. Are you tired of pans that burn and lids that don't fit? Worse yet, they're a nightmare to clean. You need a new set, but prices are so high it's obscene. Well, now there's a brand new professional cookware set that's ultra durable and non-stick. These pans are super slick, and they can be yours for our lowest price ever. Introducing Gotham Steel, chef-tested cookware designed to make family meals with no sticking and easy cleanup every time. Gotham Steel is made with cast aluminum and coated with Ticerama, a fusion of ultra-durable titanium and super slick ceramic. This cookware comes with vented glass lids and is oven rated up to 500 degrees, so bake meals in the oven that come out perfect every time. Even use metal utensils with no scratching. Plus, the entire set is PFOA free and dishwasher safe. Other professional cookware sets can cost up to $400, but we have a factory direct deal for you. You can get the Gotham Steel 12-piece set, not for $400 or even $300, but for just 5 easy payments of $49.99. But wait, order right now and we'll drop 1 payment. That's just 4 easy payments of $49.99. This is nonstick cookware that we know you'll love. That's why we're guaranteeing it for a full 10 years. We'll even include our self-draining fry basket, stainless steel steamer insert, and steamer rack, a $50 value absolutely free. And there's even more. As a special gift, you'll get our 5-piece Gotham Steel bakeware set. The fast, easy, ultra nonstick way to bake your favorite desserts. No grease or oil needed. Together, they're a $110 value. Yours free. That's an incredible 20-piece cookware set, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-906-5412 or go to gothamset.com. Again, that's 1-800-906-5412 or order online at gothamset.com.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. That's why we give you both. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house at our Los Angeles headquarters. Clean, modern watches crafted with top-tier materials. Our rapidly growing movement community has decided that style shouldn't break the bank. And we agree. So join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Cavaliers were on a 10-4 but Cody Statman is trying to throw the ball to Murray. But Gardner doesn't realize that. He intercepts the ball, and then he makes the mistake. In that situation, just take the ball out of bounds. By throwing it inbounds, you allow Pitt to get out and get the fast break opportunity. So the Cavaliers, they had it rolling a little bit, but then that mistake, Virginia only 4 turnovers, but in a game like this that's so tight, you really can't afford to hand the ball to the other guys and let them get going.
Looked like John Ford after a reception trying to keep the feet in bounds.
Now that would have been a catch, but then he's trying to throw it too, so.
We had a 2-point game midway through the second half from
And
John Paul Jones Arena.
He's only attempted 2 shots in the entire game.
Late shot clock. Beekman has to get it up. He misses, and Hughley clears it.
Cavaliers standing around a little bit against that zone, and again, the zone at the end of the first half helped Pitt cut that 10-point lead. Hughley back in the game for the Panthers. Nice defense.
Beekman took it away from Ezzy Akuda and finds Shedrick trailing.
That's what Beekman does. He is an outstanding defensive player, one of the top steals guys in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And Shedrick, that's only his 2nd basket of the game, both of them of the dunk variety. That's good pressure on the ball.
Gardner, and he leaning on Oladapo. Ezzy Akuda kicks for Burton. 2 to shoot. Burton well short, and a shot clock violation.
And Jeff Capel is claiming that ball hit the rim. I don't think it did. Nice job to tip that ball away. And then Beekman takes the ball to the basket, draws the defenders, and a great job by Shedrick to just run the court. If you're a big guy and you run the court, your guards are going to take care of you. Takes a look, sees 2 guys, and then is able to dump it off. Nice play.
Now they are going to go have a look at this.
Trying to see whether or not that ball hit the rim.
You and I didn't think so, but we'll have a look at it.
I didn't think it did. Well, now what Jeff Capel is saying that it hit the flange. It did not hit the rim, and that flange is part of the rim. I don't know, boy.
Maybe off the backboard into the flange.
No, it did. That angle right there, it doesn't look like it hit anything. It may have touched the backboard, but did not hit the flange. I don't think so.
Confirmed a shot clock violation.
Well, remember now, if you're going to reverse the call that you've made out on the court, you have to have indisputable video evidence, and you certainly didn't have that there. I guess in the NFL, they would say the call is confirmed.
We as a society have become so good at knowing the difference between stands and confirmed. It's amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Pitt extending a little bit of pressure of the token variety back into that zone. Statman still in the game.
Nice pass.
And Gardner.
Virginia has now made 6 of their last 7 field goal attempts, and Statman has made one of those baskets, and a nice pass there. But again, I think getting Gardner more involved inside will help the Virginia offense.
High-low turnover. Oladapo couldn't connect with Hughley.
That's a tough angle to make that pass. And Hughley was open, but pressure on the ball prevented it from going inside.
They're trying to get it to Gardner, to your point. Oladapo matched up with him. Shedrick got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Fifth foul, 24, William Jeffers. His first, team's third.
Hey, Sunday afternoon, it's a women's basketball doubleheader that starts at noon with number 10 Louisville. They square off against Belmont. Louisville had a big win against number 12 Michigan this week. Then number 11 Tennessee against Virginia Tech, a one-loss team in action right here on ACC and in the app. It's been a big week in ACC women's basketball. Number 2 NC State got the win in Bloomington, Indiana against number 6 the Hoosiers yesterday. And Duke with an upset win against number 9 Iowa and Caitlin Clark. Shedrick misses both. And it's Pitt basketball.
Boy, those folks sitting down there right on at the court were not very happy to see Hughley coming at them. Fortunately, he didn't hit anybody. There's one empty chair there, and he got that.
Well, Brad Davison for Wisconsin the other night, he ran into someone in the matchup against Georgia Tech, I think it was, and he spilled the guy's beer all over. Hughley throws it off of Shedrick and sends us to a timeout. 6-point game. Virginia leads Pitt midway through this second half.
Inside each of us, there's an outside side. A side begging us to get out there and live our best outside lives. At Barrett Outdoor Living, we've got the fencing, decking, railing, and more to help your outside side run free. We're firm believers that our outside side is our best side, because we're the outside company.
Get 20% off during Manscaped.com's holiday sale. And save on all Manscaped products like all-in-one grooming kits, skin-safe trimmers, and great-smelling formulations. Go to Manscaped.com to get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping.
Everything you've seen me do was made possible by what you don't see. Because when you're not looking, I go to work. Strength isn't a given. It's grown. It's earned and tested. We all have the strength to see what's possible. It's up to us to unlock it. Tonal, be your strongest.
Welcome on into the huddle. Pitt, Wake Forest, and Sport Championship. The fellas are primed and ready to break down some football.
They're going to throw the ball a ton. They want to own the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to drive the ball against Pitt's defense. That matchup between two great quarterbacks. You talk about playmakers, they've got some playmakers.
Hey, let's go, man, let's go! How cool is it being here right now?
This place is going to be jumping.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. It's the Medicare open enrollment period. So before the deadline, you may be able to eliminate co-pays and get Part C benefits like transportation, meals, prescriptions, expanded dental coverage, all at no extra cost. Plus, you may be eligible to get money added to your Social Security check every single month, up to $1,700 for all of next year. Call, check your zip code.
I called to check my zip code. I called to eliminate copays. I called to save money.
I called to get my dental work covered.
I called to get money added to my Social Security check.
Only one word can describe these extra benefits and money. Dynamite! Call, check your zip code. Don't miss that deadline. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-404-6007. That's 1-800-404-6007 now.
Been a great atmosphere like always in Charlottesville, Virginia by 6, and Virginia's playing through Jaden Gardner, especially here in the second half offensively.
Well, Gardner has had an interesting game. He's only attempted 7 field goals, but he's been very active on the inside. He's got 3 rebounds. He's made 5 of those 7 field goals. He's got 4 assists. That's an outstanding pass right there. When he has been able to handle the ball inside, generally good things have happened for the Cavaliers, but there's Shedrick, I think, is going to pick up his 3rd foul because Pitt gets the ball inside.
How do both teams, Dan, need to approach this in the final 7:47 in terms of where they go to initiate offense?
That's a very interesting question, Mike. I think for Pitt, they've had some success from 3, but it's actually been a long time since they've attempted a 3, and that's not the strength of their game. Getting the ball inside is the strength of their game. Now, Hughley missed that one right there, but Oladapo and Hughley and Jeffress have all been able to score inside. And for Virginia, I think you still have to try to play through Franklin, through Gardner as much as you can.
Hughley 64% from the line. He splits, coming off 25 and 14 against Minnesota on Tuesday, and he's now into double figures.
And Gardner is out of the game at the moment, so we'll see where Virginia goes.
Beekman. Now Statman spinning away from trouble. 10 to shoot. Kihei Clark with it. Throws the lob for Shedrick.
You know, I think when Kihei Clark drives the lane like that, you have to play him for the pass. As I said, he's only attempted 2 shots tonight, and Shedrick, once again, does a nice job just following the ball to an open spot.
Hughley driving, no, but a foul is called, and Shedrick puts his hands to his head. If it's on him, it's 4. It is.
Again, we've talked about Hughley and the fact that despite his 280 pounds, he is actually pretty quick with the basketball. This is a really nice pass by Clark, floating away from the basket, just throws it up. Hughley, nothing he can do. And Shedrick goes after him, and there's a little collision there at the end.
The student section had a certain, shall we say, 8-letter word that was emanating from that direction in response to the call.
Now, they're not exactly the most objective viewers in the world.
Hughley's made 3 in a row from there. He's got a 5-point game, 7 to go. Pitt extends.
I think they're just trying to make Virginia run some time off the clock so they have less time to operate against this zone.
Statman does a quick release. He comes up empty. And back to Pitt.
A couple of guys coming off the bench for the Cavaliers. Statman coming out of the game. Franklin and Gardner back in. Franklin, he's 0 for 5 from beyond the arc tonight. But he's been very effective inside the arc.
It's 20 points combined in this one, coming back in for Tony Bennett. With 6.5 to go in the ACC opener for both these teams in the back half of our doubleheader here on ACCN that started with a Boston College upset win at home against Notre Dame. Hughley spinning away from Cafaro, and it rolled off the rim.
Really good defense by Cafaro, moving his feet, using his body without fouling. Cavaliers want to keep some pressure on here by scoring.
Clark probing, knifing, and he will go to the line.
He's not going to go to the line because he was passing the ball. again, he gets down in that lane and all the attention he draws. He's trying to throw it back over behind him to Gardner, and he does. Oh, no, they did say he was shooting.
Well, you're right, though. Initially, it looked like they were going to say he was not shooting. The officials, like they did earlier, convene. And then much to the delight of Tony Bennett, it does become a shooting foul.
And Kihei Clark is the guy you want on the line shooting.
83% for his career. You see he's been nails this season, and he makes both. So that is significant. And now it's a 7-point lead for Virginia.
Pitt has no field goals in the last 5 minutes. This is the second stretch of this game of about that length of time where they haven't been able to score from the field. Of course, that's the struggle that Pitt has had this year. But there you go.
And Mo Gee knocks down a three. Pitt hadn't even attempted one in the last 9 minutes.
And that was a big one. That's now 7 3-point baskets made in the game for the Panthers, their second highest total of the season.
Five to shoot, Gardner. Couldn't get it to go over Hughley. A 2-possession game, Pitt basketball.
Good block out by Gee.
Look at the hands from Beekman, just hounding Burton.
That's a tough matchup because Beekman really does a nice job moving his feet defensively, and he's got such great anticipation. That's why he gets so many steals.
Jeff Capel wants to talk it over. He takes a timeout. Less than 5 to go from JPJ.
This holiday, make giving the inspiration for saving. From tossing out the holiday trash to cleaning up your festive feast, use Greenlight to turn savings goals into life goals. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Show the world what it means to be an ACC fan at Fanatics.com. The largest assortment of officially licensed ACC fan gear anywhere. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Olukai slippers are so comfortable, you won't want to take them off. And with that outdoor worthy sole, you don't have to. The all-around best slippers by Olukai.
The Solo Stove Bonfire is the hottest new reason to get outside. With its signature 360 airflow design, firewood gets just the right amount of oxygen. And since it's easy to light, it gets going fast. It's America's favorite smokeless fire pit for a reason. Bonfire is made for when those good moments become lasting memories. Save $10 using promo code TV10 at solostove.com.
With Bonfire, you can easily fundraise by selling custom shirts online. Upload your artwork or create a design right on our website. In these unique times, you can still make a difference. Fundraise with custom shirts today on bonfire.com.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40...
Let me guess. Less energy? Less drive?
Definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happened to you guys? Yep. So what did you do?
We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text TRIO to 321321. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text.
For a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text TRIO to 321321. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's TRIAL to 321321.
Welcome to 3-Day Weekend. I'm in Clemson, South Carolina. I've got 3 days and 2 nights to spend in Tigertown. Go Tigers! To find the best of the best.
Jeff Capel has tried to empower his team with confidence when it comes to shooting, especially from the outside.
Well, they've made 7 threes tonight, which is their second highest total of the season. And the interesting thing about this, Mike, is that 6 different players for the Panthers have made a 3. So if Jeff Capel wanted to empower him, he's empowered him across the board, and they've rewarded his faith, coming in at 27%, which is close to the bottom in Division I. 7 out of 14 tonight. They've made 7 threes and 9 twos, and they're right in this game.
And a big possession starts for Pitt. Tipped out of bounds by the Cavaliers with 10 to shoot. And Virginia leading by 4 with 4:39 to go. Hard hedge from Cafaro. Boy, he has been good defensively all night. Burton can't get it to go. Rebound Clark.
Cafaro has been very nimble getting around Hughley. Hughley needs to do a better job keeping Cafaro on his back. So a good defensive stand by Virginia, but can they score?
Cafaro nearly turns it over, and it does belong to the Panthers, they'll say. Last touched by Virginia.
That was a bad decision by Cafaro. He had the ball and either pass the ball back outside, but don't try to throw a bounce pass in a crowd to one of your guards.
Caden Shedrick still on the bench with 4 fouls. Hughley. Spun to the hook, and Gee on the follow.
Gardner just didn't block him out. Nice job by Gee.
He's hit a big 3, and he's got that follow as well. And yeah, now it's a 2-point game. And Cafaro trying to provide answers offensively for the Cavaliers, who will retain it with 8 left to shoot on the other side. Mo Gee coming up big for the Panthers. A 1-possession game down the stretch.
Blockchain here. I work with Baker, who can find you the right loan, which could save you time and money. What do you need?
Can I get a home equity line of credit to repair my roof?
Sure, fix that roof.
Can I get a cash-out mortgage refinance to put in a pool?
Only if I'm invited over.
Really?
Who's next?
I need to get rid of these credit card payments.
A figure personal loan could do the trick. See your rate in a few clicks. It's that easy. Anybody can do it.
How about the boy?
Theoretically, yes. Legally, no. Figure out your finances at figure.com.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
Anybody that wants to maximize their workout, anybody that feels that their energy reserves are not what they used to be, True Niagen slowly builds energy in your cells. It's like beast mode for your cells. I'm Shannon Sharp, and I'm a true believer.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They're laser cut for comfort to gently straighten teeth under a doctor's direction. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. So choose comfortable, choose fast, choose affordable, choose smile. See how much insurance will cover at SmileDirectClub.com.
This is the OYO Personal Gym. I've sold over 100,000 units. It uses my SpireFlex resistance technology I first developed for NASA to keep astronauts fit on the International Space Station. You can do chest, back, biceps, triceps, lats, shoulders. There's over 100 different exercise videos. The OYO Personal Gym.
This is my wallet before. And this is my Ridge wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
Pitt and Virginia locked at a 2-point game with about 3.5 minutes to go in the second half. Dan Bonner, Mike Monaco back with you. And Jeff Capel has been banging this drum over the last few days. And Dan, he said it to us that he loves the attitude of his team and the way they're working and how they have come to fight, even if the record isn't showing it, at 2-5 with some of the losses that they had. And he said, look, you guys know me. You know I'm only saying that if I really mean it, and they are showing that here today at Virginia.
They've had a lot of chances to fold, and they simply haven't done it.
Kihei Clark, no on the runner. And so Pitt's got it now with a chance to tie or take the lead.
And the problem for Virginia, they've not scored a field goal in over 4 minutes, and they have allowed Pitt to believe they might be able to win this game.
Gee gets fouled by Cafaro and will go to the line. 4 on Cafaro.
And Gee has been very active, particularly here over the last couple of minutes, knocking down a 3, an offensive rebound, and now flying to the basket and drawing the 4th foul on Cafaro.
71% for his career from the free throw line. Misses the first. Shedrick back in with his 4 fouls.
Now he's got 4 and Cafaro's got 4, so now what you do is you just play it out. Both of them are in the game at the same time. No reason to protect anybody with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game. Panthers have answered with a 6-0 run.
So with the 2 bigs, it's also Clark, Beekman, and Franklin to make the 5 on the floor for the Cavaliers. Clark, no. Hughley trying to one-arm a rebound, clutches it. Virginia wanted a walk. Tony Bennett is barking.
See if they get the ball into Hughley.
Burton against Beekman, spinning, but not scoring. And Beekman's got it.
That's really good defense, and the reason the 2 big guys are in there at the same time is for the purposes of rebounding, and they pulled that one down. A little bit nonchalant on that pass by Kihei Clark.
Yeah, and Gee almost picked it off. Extra pass, Beekman a baseline drive. Clark comes to get it. 6 to shoot. Threw it to Shedrick, and he lost it, and a turnover.
I think he surprised Shedrick with that pass.
Tried to thread one to Caden Shedrick, and it gives it back to Pitt, who takes the timeout with 90 seconds to go in regulation. The Huddle will get you set for Championship Saturday tomorrow. It's a 2-hour pregame show from Charlotte. Kicks off at 6 Eastern. Then after the game between the Panthers and Wake, head back over right here to ACC Network for a complete game breakdown with player and coach interviews. And you can always also watch on the ESPN app. All right, 90 seconds to go, Dan. What are you thinking here on both sides?
Well, you know, Tony Bennett has to be a little bit frustrated because on the one end, he needs Gardner in the game offensively, but Gardner missed a couple of defensive assignments, so he had to take him out. And then Kihei Clark, I thought, passed up a couple of shot opportunities, and I know he's trying to create for his teammates, but you said it, he was trying to thread the needle on that pass to Shedrick. That was just a tough pass.
It's been a rabid environment at times in Charlottesville, and the crowd certainly animated right now down the stretch. Virginia by 1:20 to go. Gee can't hit the three, but an offensive rebound to Jeffress and a fresh 20. And a foul is called on Cafaro, so he fouls out with 1:08 to go, defending the ball screen.
He's trying to get out there and pressure that dribbler, but you know that's a tough problem. But this is what Virginia's big guys are supposed to do. You just can't make that contact. You know, that's a point of emphasis for the officials all the time, but certainly at this time of the game, right out there at the top of the key, they're not going to let that one go.
The veteran big man frustrated, fouling out with 1:08 left, and Gardner will replace him.
Gardner has had a problem with the 6'10" Gee.
Down, Gee couldn't capitalize. Gee pick and pop, extra pass. Ezzy Ikuda gets it to go! The walk-on gives Pitt the lead. It's a 9-0 run now. Franklin can't answer. He's got the rebound. And now the 1-and-1 for Jamarius Burton.
Well, this all started when Gardner falls down, so Virginia's having a tough time now matching up. Gardner can't get back into the play. That forces Kihei Clark to sprint out. And Ezzy Ikuda, percentage-wise, is Pitt's best three-point shooter. So here the walk-on in his second start of his career has given Pitt the lead.
1-and-1 for Burton. 69% for his career. And he's good on the first to earn another. Murray trying to come in just like Statman, who just entered for Virginia. Two-possession game, 24.5 to go.
And Pitt's run is now 11-0.
Shedrick got fouled by Hughley on the floor, just the 15th foul on the Panthers.
And that's really a break for Virginia because Shedrick was dribbling that ball off his foot.
This is a building where in the last 9 years, Virginia has lost 9 ACC games. And in the opener, Pitt's got a 4-point lead with 16 seconds remaining after both these teams played 1-point games earlier this week in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Starting on Monday, Virginia at the end against the Hawkeyes and a 1-point loss.
Man, for Virginia, you know, they rallied in the second half, but they couldn't get the stop, and then the miss, and then the missed tip opportunity, and Virginia loses it by 1. And Pitt, you know, they were in the same situation. They led for most of the second half, but they didn't score in the last 3 minutes of the game, and a tip-in beats them, and they're not able to make the half-court shot at the buzzer, so really close losses for each team.
Franklin to the rim, no. It stays with Virginia as about 5 seconds came off the clock. Cavaliers down 4.
And they're running out of time.
Gardner off the window plus a foul.
And That is a big, big basket for Gardner, but that's Virginia's first field goal in over 7 minutes. Gardner just has a clean run at the basket. And with this, at this point in the game, I think you just let that one go. Hughley hits him with the body.
Gardner stamps it. It's 4 on Hughley, and a 1-point game with 9.7 left.
I mean, now if you're Virginia, you got to foul, and you got to foul quickly. And the Panthers are not a great free throw shooting team. The best free throw shooter out there is Burton.
Who they're trying to get it to. Jeffress. It's a 5-second count. Wow.
Cavaliers have struggled with their offense, but they always rely on their defense. This is a tremendous job by Beekman to prevent them from throwing the ball where they want to throw it. They wanted to get it to Burton, and Beekman just simply didn't allow it.
Tony Bennett will take a 30-second timeout. Boy, this has been some kind of finish. We've got Mo Gee, who is knocking down threes, following at the rim after he had been quiet and in foul trouble. The walk-on Onibuchi Ezeakuda gave Pitt the lead from beyond the arc. And now a 5-second count gives the ball back to Virginia, down by 1.
And keep in mind, like we've seen twice, Virginia score easily. Armand Franklin score easily on underneath out-of-bounds plays, so you know Pitt is going to cover that up. Virginia seemed in control of the game, but then Pitt went on an 11-0 run. And what a turnaround, down 4. Gardner gets fouled on the made basket, makes the three-point play, and then you force a 5-second violation.
Clark to key it in. Tane Murray misfires. Gardner keeps it alive. And gets the roll! Wow!
How about that? In the game to shoot the three, and Gardner just battles for the ball. I think Shedrick gets in here and does a really nice job going after this ball. So the Panthers just a little bit off balance, and then Gardner's ball just drops in. Shedrick actually got his hand on that, and Gardner off balance, but is able to recover. How many times does that hit the rim? Hits the rim 4 or 5 times before it bounces in. But Shedrick with the tip, and Gardner is able to catch the ball and maintain his balance. That was really some play.
It bounced like Kawhi Leonard's remarkable buzzer beater did in Game 7 once upon a time. How about Jaden Gardner? What he has done these last couple possessions with a 5-second count mixed in, and Virginia trying to win on its home floor.
You don't have a lot of time with .9. You got to throw this ball as far up the court as you can. And if you're Virginia, the one thing you don't want to do is foul anybody. So if you can complete the inbounds pass, then you're going to get it off. Might be a half-court shot. But Virginia's going to be very careful that they don't foul. And Shedrick here is going to guard the ball out of bounds to try to prevent the long pass. Got to throw this down the court. You can't catch it in the backcourt. The clock starts when the ball is touched inbounds.
Jeffress to inbound. Picked off. Virginia wins it in stunning fashion at the end.
Wow. I actually think Shedrick tipped that ball. What a tough defeat for the Pitt Panthers. But Tony Bennett, he's built his system here at Virginia on defense, and it was the defense that saved them, forcing that 5-second violation. Then Gardner's amazing shot at the end on a tip out from Shedrick. You can't make this stuff up.
You really can't. This is ACC basketball, and what a game it was on the first night of conference action. And some heartache for Pitt. 2 games this week, both 1-point losses in the 50s on balls that went down at the rim in the final seconds, in both games in the final 2.5 seconds.
What's up?
Some kind of night here at John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville. This is what college basketball is all about. We've got Jaden Gardner with us. We think Jaden can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jaden, how is it down there, and what were you thinking when the ball was bouncing on the rim 4 times?
Man, I'm just blessed that Caden was able to tip it out. I was able to get the ball and put up a great shot. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Caden was able to tip it out. I got the ball, and just what kids dream of, hitting a game-winning shot. My little Kawhi bounces, and it went in. He was very fortunate tonight.
Well, my question to you, Jaden, is how were you able to maintain your balance on that particular shot? I thought you were going to fall out of balance.
I like shooting fadeaways at practice, so it paid off.
So when you shoot them in practice, how many times do they bounce on the rim?
Not like that. That was the first time.
Now take us through that last couple of minutes. You're down by 4, and you get the ball driving to the basket, and you get fouled and go to the line. How did you guys get the 5-second violation? What did you do?
This team's resilient, man. Shout out to Pitt. Their zone slowed us down tonight, but we was able to fight, get the 5-second call. We tried a great play out of bounds. I was able to get the and 1. We forced the 5-second count. We was able to get it in. Tang had a great look. Caden tipped it out. I got the ball, hit the shot. So it was a team effort tonight.
That was a great
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and crazy to watch. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dan, how about that? That is something, Dan. At the end of this one, Virginia over Pitt, 57-56. Coming up, all ACC for Dan Bonner and our entire crew. Mike Monaco saying thanks for watching and so long from JPJ.
And welcome to All ACC Special Championship Game Edition, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Eddie Royal is going to join me in a little bit. Joel Berry as well. And look at a beautiful skyline there. Time-lapse photography in Charlotte. Bank of America Stadium. This is the site of the game tomorrow night. Pitt and Wake Forest fans already congregating inside the city. They'll all collect inside the stadium tomorrow night for the ACC Championship game. It's relatively empty today, except our hardworking crew. Chris Cotter alongside Joel Berry as well. Eddie Royal is going to join us in a little bit to talk football. What an amazing night in basketball, to start the ACC schedule. In this game, you just saw an amazing finish between Pitt and Virginia. Let's show you the highlights as we get into the game and we get into ACC hoops season. Both teams coming off of 1-point losses, Joel, so obviously a huge game to get back into it as the coaches embrace. Virginia, nip and tuck first half. Reese Beekman with the steal, dropping it off to Caden Shedrick here.
Yeah, Virginia did a great job of getting the ball inside this game. That's what they needed to do to get this team going.
Then Jaden Gardner gets free inside, hits a little bit of a floater. Virginia leads by 6. Kihei Clark is having the type of season you would expect from an upperclassman, a leader. He gets the pass to Shedrick for the dunk. Take another look. Nice feed, and then Pitt, though, hanging in there. Mohamedou Gueye with the putback lay-in, and Pitt cut the deficit to 2. They're just hanging close. Virginia letting them hang around, and then this is what happens when you hang around. Izzy Akudo with the 3.
That's a huge 3 for this team. That put them up, and that was big for them.
But then just when it looked like Pitt was taking control, look at this unbelievable body control playing through the contact by Gardner.
That's what type of guy he is. He has a big body. He can do that at the rim.
Then a 5-second call on Pitt. This is what happens when you're trying to put things together and you're scuffling a little bit. You lose 3 in a row coming in. The 5-second call gives new life to Virginia, and here is Gardner. After the miss, fervor to get the rebound. Gardner.
Amazing shot. I mean, look at the balance.
Hanging on the rim.
That was crazy right there. That reminded me of Kawhi Leonard a little bit. Look how it just bounced on the rim. He got it to go. That's why you want to get on the offensive boards to get a shot like that, and it went in.
15 points on the night for Gardner, and Virginia outlasts Pitt. And what can you say? I mean, we were watching the end of this game, and you were saying this could be a huge win for Pitt as they not only break that losing streak, but beat one of the upper-tier teams in the league. But then it's the Virginia that kind of they just were gritty enough to get the win at the end.
Yeah, I think this game was huge for both of these teams. One for Pitt because they competed. That energy that they had last game, it came over into this game. And then for Virginia, you know, it's been a tough season for them. And they needed this win. They needed to get this win to get going. So this game, even though Pitt lost, it was very important for them. They need to continue to build off of this energy that they have right now with this team. And it was a great game and a great start to the ACC season.
2 straight heartbreakers in a row for Coach Capel and the Pitt Panthers after losing by 1 point to Minnesota in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Earlier in the day, Notre Dame and Boston College going at it. Let's show you highlights of this one. And a bunch of new faces when you look around the league in terms of players, some transfers in. One of them is James Karnick for Boston College, and this big man can do it all.
Yeah, he can. I mean, you see it right there. He got it from the outside. And then he was huge on the offensive boards. And then he can step out and shoot a little mid-range. This guy will be key for this team and big for them in the paint.
Transferred in from Lehigh, right? So you get him. He had 11 and 11 in the first half. Now they want to focus on defense. DeMar Langford Jr. with the steal and 1. Then T.J. Bickerstaff is going to drain a 3. And suddenly that defense translates into offense. And Earl Grant, who preaches defense, gets his first win in conference play as head coach of the Boston College Eagles. Look at that wide open shot.
Yeah, this game was huge for them to lay that foundation at the start and get a good start to the season.
You think about this Boston College team, you know, last year devastated with COVID. You know, at one point in time, I think they even dressed 7 players, had so many players that were out and tested positively, just a lost season. So to be able to get the new coach in Earl Grant and to be able to start building on something, that's a huge win in conference play to build on.
No, it is, and they needed this win, and because in the last couple of seasons, you know, they haven't been there, and it was tough for them last year. So the latest foundation today and them to get this win is huge for this organization, and it's huge for Earl Grant coming in, being his first year. So hats off to Boston College for what they did tonight.
Karnick finished with 17 and 13. He's the captain. He's Captain Canada is what his moniker is, and after the game we heard from him.
And James Karnick, our player of the game, joining us. John Meade-Perrell and Malcolm Huckabee. James, congratulations.
Thank you.
Why were you effective, especially in the first half, when you nearly had a double-double? You end with a double-double at 17 and 13.
Yeah, I think we are just in the game plan was just tack the paint. You know, we knew we had the size advantage with me and QP, so we just wanted to take advantage of that. And, you know, if I miss the shot, just go get the next one and get the next one. So, yeah.
James, coming into this season, I know you guys set many goals. Now you're in ACC play. What's the goal for you guys, and what has been the message from Coach Earl Grant to you?
The message is we just got to get at things on defense. You know, keep teams under 70. If we keep things going hard on defense, then offense is going to come. So, sorry, what was that first part of that question?
And the message, you already answered that. You go enjoy this win with your teammates.
Thank you.
Great performance tonight. Good luck the rest of the way.
One more question.
All right, James, we're going to hold you for one more. They call you Captain Canada.
Yes, sir.
You built on that on social media. You love that, and you also love your coach dancing in the locker room after each victory.
We're going to get a lot of that right now.
What do you get? What do we get coming up as a preview for Earl Grant?
I don't know. We might get some little. But I appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you very much.
Captain Canada out. Have a great night, guys.
So Captain Canada gives him a big presence. They also got another transfer who transferred in from Mississippi State, another 7-footer. So they bring a lot of size down there on that front line.
Yeah, they bring size, and also too, these guys have the capability of stepping out from the three, and I think that gives them another aspect. You know, when things aren't working in the post, they can get it outside. These guys can shoot, and that just brings another thing to this team.
All right, big night of basketball. Thanks for joining us, Joel. We'll see you again tomorrow with some more ACC action to cover on the hardwood. But we're going to talk football when we come back. Here's those basketball games, though, that we were telling you about on Saturday. Big-time triple-header here on the ACC Network. Start at noon, Clemson, Miami, Wake Forest and Virginia Tech afterward, and then Florida State hosting Syracuse to round out the day. Florida State, the number one women's soccer team in the country going into the tournament, taking on another number one seed in Rutgers semifinal game. Jenna Niswanger, the corner kick, deflected. Jalen Howell is there to clean it up, put it into the back of the net. So Florida State up 1-0. Just over 13 minutes left. Rutgers on the attack. Allison Lowry. This is promising with the shot. Christina Roque, though, with a huge save. Again, remember, this is 13 minutes left to go in a 1-0 game. Florida State